Oh, did I turn it off? Let's see what happens here. All right, so we have Chambers. Which ones?
Carr and Adams.
Okay, let's do Chambers then. All right, we have Claudia, Anthony, attention. I don't know who these other two are.
Hi, Judge.
Are you?
Doing good.
We're missing Tony Fox. No, there we have a sub. Kim's here. We're missing Chris. Guess we can do Sherry's person first. I think Kim's gonna be on here twice. Could we have the car? Is that Sherry?
Car.
Car first, yes.
Car. 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 Yeah, it's your car.
How bad? Okay,
Let's sit right here for me.
I can't hear.
They're not talking right now. Hang on 1 second, okay?
Can you hear now?
Hi, yes, sir.
Okay. All right, this is Robert Lee Carr, and there's an assault charge and a criminal trespass charge, I believe. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Sherry, you're muted.
Sorry, I forget. No, there's an assault charge and a possession of controlled substance charge.
So, I can't hear that well. Okay.
Okay. I mean, the mental health assessment has a criminal trespass charge on it, so.
That's because he had a charge in May,
Okay,
and they don't redo the
I got you.
assessments that quickly. So,
All right. Did you want to call your client and testify?
yes, I would, Your
All right.
Honor.
Mr. Carr, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm the testimony about to give be a truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to consider that for the purpose of this hearing. You can
Thank
go-
you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Robert, you have been diagnosed with a mental illness, have you not?
Yes.
Okay. And what has LifePath diagnosed you with?
What is that? What I'm going through?
Yeah, well, what's your diagnosis?
It's they got some depression, and it was like depression and some anxiety, something like that, HIPPA, something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've also been diagnosed with schizophrenia, is that correct?
Yeah. Bipolar schizophrenia.
Okay. Excuse me. And have you gotten on any meds since you've been in jail?
Yes. I've
Okay.
been,
Are you on all of your meds in jail?
huh?
I mean, are they giving you all your meds in jail?
Yes, they giving me some. They give me
Okay.
some. They give me like 3 different kinds. They
Okay.
give my blood pressure medicine, then they give me some for my anxiety, and they give me some for my depression.
Okay.
And so I sleep at night.
Okay. And when you and I spoke the last time, you were telling me that you were hearing voices. Are you still hearing the voices?
Yes.
Okay. And is that why you're asking this judge to let you get out on a mental health bond on these cases so you can go to Life Path CRU and get stabilized?
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
need.
And then you're planning on getting services through Life Path and having them help you basically get your driver's license, get on SSI, and really straighten out your mental health. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you realize that if you get out on a mental health bond, that you will have to contact Miss Tony every week via phone and then come back and see this judge every month to check in until the case is over.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Miss Tony's not on this call, but Miss Kim is. And she will pass that along. And I believe Joseph at the jail will give you a folder that has Miss Tony's phone number on it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And you can always call me. And I know you know how to call me because we've dealt with each other before, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
Just a few, Your Honor. Mr. Carr, if you were given a PR bond, where would you go stay?
Huh?
Where would you stay if you were released from jail?
Whereas I'm living at?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I was going, my auntie passed away. I was living in Plano. I was living with Tuesday Smith. Me and her broken up. So I was living in hotels. So, but now my auntie just passed away. So I'm gonna go to, if I do, whenever I get done with mental life path, I was gonna move to her house.
And where does she live?
She stay in Dallas.
And how would you get to and from court?
How do I get, the train or the train? Well, not the train. I'll take an Uber. I'm gonna get there regardless.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
I'd like to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
In 2002, this defendant was arrested for evading. That case was ultimately dismissed. In 2006, he was arrested 3 separate occasions for criminal trespass, given 15 months probation on all 3, and was eventually revoked and sentenced to 90 days on all 3. Later on in 2008, he was arrested on 2 different charges or on 2 different occasions for a Class B theft and sentenced to 20 days on both of those. Eventually, later on in 2008, he was arrested for state jail theft, given 2 years probation, and he was eventually revoked and spent 180 days in state jail. In 2012, he was arrested for theft with 2 previous convictions, sentenced to 6 months state jail. Later on in 2012, he was arrested for Class B theft and given 30 days. In 2013, he was arrested for driving while intoxicated, sentenced to 18 months probation, and that he was eventually revoked and spent 12 days in jail. In 2013, later on, he was arrested for assault bodily injury and eventually pled down to a Class C assault. In 2014, he was arrested again for theft with 2 previous convictions, sentenced to 2 years, probated for 4, and he was eventually revoked and given 180 days. In 2015, he was arrested for DWI second and given 30 days. In 2016, he was arrested again for theft with 2 previous convictions and given 2 years. State jail. In 2016, he was arrested for engaging in organizing criminal activity, sentenced to 10 years TDC that was probated for 7. He was eventually revoked and sentenced to 2 years. In 2019, he was arrested for theft with 2 priors and sentenced to 20 days. In 2021, he was arrested for assault family violence and was sentenced to 30 days with affirmative finding of family violence before the charges here today.
Anything else?
Nothing else from the state.
I don't know what that was. Any argument from the state?
Due to the defendant's criminal history and the number of times he's been placed on probation and revoked, we believe he's not a good candidate for a PR bond and will propose one at this time.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Just based upon the.
Ma'am? No, sir?
Yeah, I'm gonna deny a bond this time, and because of the criminal history and the type of charges these are. All right. Good luck.
Mm.
Come on, Carr.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Robert, I'll come see you. Okay,
Yes.
okay. May we be excused, Your
Yeah,
Honor?
see you later.
Thank you.
Remove that.
Huh?
Carr.
Oh,
Come on.
thank you.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Shaw.
All right. Right. You are,
Candace Chambers.
okay. Candace Chambers, okay. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to consider it for the purpose of this hearing. Did you want to call your client and testify? You're muted though. Chris, you're muted right now.
Sorry, Judge. Yes, I would like to call my client.
Okay, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, stuff you got.
Yes, sir.
All right. And I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to consider it for the purpose of this hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Chambers, if you're released on a mental health bond, where are you going to be staying?
Where I've been for the last 8 years, 9141 Kiwi Circle in Princeton, Texas, 75407.
Who lives there besides you?
My father-in-law and my husband.
Okay. And do you have a job if you're out and living with your family?
I am a professional artist. I do artwork. I do murals in kids' rooms and stuff. I can draw anything.
And how much approximately do you make on a monthly basis doing your artwork?
Because of COVID, it's not very much right now, but I mean, I'm trying to get back to making a little bit more money.
Sure. And do you have a treatment provider for your mental health services currently?
Life Path.
Okay. And how long have you been going to LifePath?
Oh, shoot, 8 years.
Okay. And you understand that as part of the conditions of your release that you'd have to continue going to LifePath for your treatment?
I'm also have a CPS case, and I have just finished a bunch of parenting classes, and I'm supposed to do IOP and SOP also as part of my stuff with CPS. So I figured you guys would like that too.
Sure. And then you understand you'll take all your medications as prescribed as well.
Yes, sir. I have all my medications at home.
Okay. And how are you going to get to court to check in with Judge Baxter every month?
I have a way my husband can bring me.
Okay. And I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Any questions from the state?
Yeah, Ms. Chambers, when were you first diagnosed with mental illness?
14.
And what was your most recent diagnosis?
PTSD, borderline personality disorder, and bipolar.
And do you remember what medications you were prescribed?
Seroquel, lamotrigine, gabapentin, and Prozac.
And are you receiving any of those medications while you've been in jail?
I just got here, sir.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else from the state?
I'd just like to read the criminal history into the record, Your Honor.
Okay.
In 1999, this defendant was arrested for Class B theft and sentenced to 12 months deferred. In 2012, on 3 different instances, she was arrested for Class B theft and sentenced to 45 days, 25 days, and 60 days, respectively. In 2006, she was arrested for failure to ID and sentenced to 45 days. In 2006, she was arrested for theft with 2 priors and was pled down and pled guilty to 1 year jail to a Class A misdemeanor. In 2008, she was arrested for unlawful use of a motor vehicle, and those charges were dropped by the arresting agency. And she was arrested for accident involving damage or death or serious bodily injury and sentenced to 2 years. Later on in 2008, she was also arrested for 3rd-degree felony theft and sentenced to 2 years. And then in 2011, she was arrested again for theft with 2 previous convictions, where she was released without prosecution and arrested for 2 different counts of possession of a controlled substance, category 1, and given 5 years deferred on both. And state rests.
Any argument from the state?
Due to the mental health assessment, we would oppose a PR bond at this time.
Ms. Chambers, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a bond, get you out of jail and let you get on with your mental health treatment, okay? You've got to do exactly what you said you're gonna do. You've got to get the treatment you're looking
I've got a
for,
sponsor and my mother just passed away 2 weeks ago.
but you can only have in your system the drugs prescribed to you. If you have anything else in your system, you'll be put back in jail, okay?
I understand that, sir.
Once a month, you'll come see me. Every week, you'll call Tony, and Kim is filling in for Tony today, but you'll have a folder that have the phone number to call every week, okay?
I believe I know who Tony is. My husband had.
Kim, did you want to share anything else?
No, sir, I think we have everything covered.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Judge.
See
Thank you,
y'all.
Judge.